Okay, thanks for joining us, everybody. So what we're going to do today is we are going to simulate a naval battle whereby it's going to be an early game battle. So in this case, both of our sides, our Greeks and our Carthaginians, have got 4 ships each, and they're both at the transport level. And what I want to do is just to show you how these naval battles work, but also just how it kind of can feel if you're doing it. And later on, what we're going to do is we're going to do some videos where we're looking at different arrangements. Now, in this case, what we've got, as I say, 4 ships each, and what we're saying is that each of these armies, each of these navies, have an army attached to them as well. So there's an army that has embarked the ship. In this case, 7 cards from the Greeks. So the famous voyages of Alexander the Great are going to take place here on his transport ships. Meanwhile, 7 cards here from the Carthaginians led by Magobarca. So as you see, lots of really big expensive units on here, so they better know what they're doing. Let's just see how this plays out when you go for it. So because it's early stage, where they're saying that they're transports, and also that the maritime development has not taken place, which means that double S die do not lead to the capture of a ship. But let's just show you exactly how this plays out. So what you do is that we're going to say that the Greeks are attacking, so they're going to get the first goal. And what they do is that for all of their ships, they roll all of their dice simultaneously. So they are going to get 4 black dice. So let's see how effective this is. Blanks do nothing. S results in the death of one of the army cards. Well, actually not one of the army cards. We'll get to that when we get there. And then the crosses equal a wound, and then an actual skull, which we don't have on the black dice, is a straight up kill. When the ships are destroyed, that also leads to the destruction of army cards. Let's cover that when we get there. But for now, let's have the Greeks attacking. So let's see what their first attack looks like. Okay, so we've got 1 wound here and 1 S. So that means that one of the army cards gets destroyed from the Carthaginians. Now, in this case, the army has been set up at maybe how I would deploy it onto the field if we're doing strat play. So instead, what we're going to do is we're just going to actually give these a bit of a shuffle. We're going to shuffle these up. So it's completely randomized because we don't know what ships contain what army cards on them. So we're going to just shuffle this up and see which one gets killed. There we go, Liberian spearmen, they're the ones that get killed. And after that, the Carthaginians then get a chance to retaliate. And here we go, that's also a wound as well. So let's put it onto that ship. Then back to the Greeks, and here we go. Let's see what happens here. Right, we've got 2 wounds here. So what happens is, when you make a wound, there's really no incentive to spread out across the ships, because it means that they'll get to hang on to more ships and make more attacks in the future. So you're better off just placing another wound onto a ship, and in this case starting on a new ship. So that one has been destroyed, and because the Greeks already had their turn, that's going to get taken out just now. The other 2 are blank. Now, because a ship here has been destroyed, what happens is that we go to the Greeks, and what we say is that the army cards, we'll give this one a shuffle as well, the army cards are actually evenly distributed across the different ships. So you're averaging it. So we've got 7 cards divided by 4. And I can't do the maths on that, but it's giving us 2 point something. And what we do is we destroy army cards rounded up. So the fact that 1 ship has been destroyed means that we destroy 3 army cards. 3. Because it's the average of 2 point something, can't work it out, rounded up. You don't need to know, it's between 2 and 3, so that means we have to destroy 3 army cards. Let's see who's going. The Rhodesian Slingers, not so bad. Phalangites, that would be one that I really want to hang on to. And the Elephants, so gosh. Right, so this army is already thinned out. So I think the learning to take away from here, guys, is that intercepting is a really, really valuable thing to do, because you can take out very large armies, even with quite weak ships. But maybe the lesson here is that if you're in contested waters, just don't do any transporting at all. Okay, so that was the Carthaginians' turn. Let's move back to the Greeks, and they are going to make their attack again. Okay, so as I said, the maritime development isn't in place. So the double S does not lead to the capture of a ship, but we're losing 2 army cards. Here we go. The Citizen Cavalry, oh no, and the Citizen Spearmen, they're really good units. And we have another wound here. So here we have it. We've lost a ship here. So let's see how many we've got left. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left, divided by 3. So that's giving us 1 point something, right? Can't do the maths. Someone else can do it. But because it's more than 1, we're destroying 2 army cards, and there you go. There's our general down, and the Sacred Band is lost. We've still got 2 cards left. Remember, once an army goes down to a single battle card, then the army is lost. And actually, let's just check. Yes, it's not skirmishers. They are main battle cards, so the army is still intact. But now let's go back to the Carthaginians' counterattack, and that's just reminded me. I took this ship away, but actually, for now, they actually get to launch a second attack. And pardon me guys, I've just made a mistake. The Greeks only had 3 ships. So how about we just say that one of the S effects didn't take place there? So kind of taking that back, sorry guys. So even though the Carthaginians lose a ship on this turn, they still get a chance to respond before that happens. So 3 S effects, they're losing 3 army cards. Let's see who goes. Oh, the Veteran Companions, the Hoplites, and Alexander the Great himself. We're down to a single army card, guys, and it's not a main battle card. So the whole army is actually completely destroyed. So lesson learned there. Right, now we can pull away our Carthaginian card. And as you can see, we're still slogging away here. So here's the Greeks going at it with their 3 ships. S effects, right, so destroying 1, 2 army cards. Who goes? Our Sacred Band and our Hispanic Cavalry. Yikes. And there's a single battle card. And well, that's it. There's a single battle card. So that army is completely destroyed. So look, each side has only lost 1 ship. And by now, both of the armies are already wrecked. So you can just see how this plays out. So that was the Greeks. And so now got the Carthaginian response. And they managed to do another wound. And as I say, there's no point in separating across the ships. Just put it onto that one, get rid of it. And this time, the Greeks are going to go ahead and only roll 2 die. Okay, so Greeks, chance for Greek response. Okay, they managed to land a wound. Carthaginians still have 3 ships. All blanks. Okay, the Greek response. And S effects, it's not going to make any difference because no army cards. And at this stage, this is a little bit tedious. Here we go. They've managed to land a wound onto the Greeks. It's a little bit tedious because it's just an absolute slog to get through it. But at the same time, it kind of feels like playing a slot machine in a casino. So there is that aspect to it there. But I can see that this could get quite tedious quite fast. S, not going to make any difference. But there's another wound and another Greek ship destroyed. And at this point, the navy is reduced to a single ship and is destroyed. So that means that the Carthaginians have won this battle, losing 1 ship, retaining 3, but both of the armies completely destroyed. So lesson here, guys, is that if you're using the transports, make sure it's in uncontested waters, because otherwise it's just not going to work out very, very well. But yeah, next time what we'll do, I think we'll look at the other end, a kind of late game battle where we're using flagships, and see how that plays out differently. Thanks for watching today.